Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Unavoidable, Adventures in Aging, where Sue and Shan, two Midwest, well-past middle-aged sisters, discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of aging. With a little humor, a little heart, and occasionally a little frustration, we'll explore the unavoidable adventures we experience as we move into our golden years. Yeah, golden years, my ass. Just a note to our listeners, this podcast reflects the opinions and experiences of Sue and Shan. The main purpose of this podcast is intended to entertain. So today, the title of our podcast is just Vote, all capital letters, exclamation point, and we're going to talk about the things that are, first, just some basic information about voting. And this is probably going to be at least a two-parter.
Probably.
Maybe
wow,
three.
There's a lot. Yeah.
There's so much on this. And we actually both did a lot of a lot of research on this one. But there's just, and I don't know about you, but it was like that rabbit hole they talk about. I'd be reading on something and come across a phrase and go, what's that? So I'd click onto a different page and I'd start reading about that and I'd hit another one.
Exactly.
Because there's so much. And just the basic stuff, but also the things that are causing chaos in voting and the voting process right now and what things are affecting us. But anyway, so we're just really going to talk about a lot of that stuff. Oh, that's something else. You should see Shan, the table.
Oh.
It's like the table's not big enough today. We've both got piles of papers.
Which worries us anyway.
I know.
But not only do we not, we have so much paper. I added this table because I was spreading so far out that I thought, I need more space.
So we'll get to it. We both had just a terrible feeling after the episode on Generations Unite. That episode felt to us like it was so fragmented. We just couldn't pull our heads together to make one continuous thought that made any sense at all. So we felt we were really going all over the place.
Exactly.
And my friend Leslie, and I've so often said, it's like she's right here in the room with us.
Isn't it though? I know it.
When either we're recording or planning. But she had sent me a text message saying how much she enjoyed that one.
I know.
And I said, really? You're not just being nice. No, I didn't. But I told her how we felt about it. And she said, I understood that part of it, that it is hard to keep a thought in your head these days. You're surrounded by chaos and it's taken over your brain.
Exactly, it is.
But she really liked the way we were dealing with that, as far as we've got to start thinking about what next. We've all, not that I'm not going to stop doing this, but criticizing every single thing that this regime is doing and just really focusing on that. But getting the younger generations involved and encouraging them to vote, to get involved. She really liked that that's something we can focus on that.
Yes, it's a to-do. We can do it.
And people are always wondering, I can't get out and protest. I have a hard time doing this or that or whatever. These are those little things that you can do. So thank you, Leslie.
Yes. And I know for us, first of all, the title was where we were going, and that is Generations Unite. Right. And we were talking from the silent generation on down to any of the generations that are old enough to vote. We've got to come together.
Yes.
To make a better place, and voting is the big one of what we can do.
That's right.
We can all vote.
That's our one power and right so far. We've got to hold on to that.
Exactly.
And no, I don't. I do care if you vote.
Yeah, we do care.
Me, but you need to vote.
You need to vote.
Get your voice out there. And
we talked a few weeks ago, or maybe it was for that. Yeah, it would have been 2 weeks ago, when Kamala Harris's book, 107 Days, and she talked about 1/3 voted for Trump, 1/3 voted for her, and 1/3 didn't vote.
No. And these are eligible voters.
Yes.
They're of age. I don't know how many are registered. I don't.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
we got to start writing this down.
Okay, because I tried to find some statistics on that, and I couldn't wrap my head around it exactly.
It's so easy for us to keep doing squirrel, which means we went out to walk the puppy, and the puppy was doing fine on the leash, and then the puppy saw a squirrel, and zoom, he goes off the other direction.
Right.
That's why we always say squirrel. That's a hard thing to see, those registrations. If you're the head of your party, Democratic Party, Republican Party, you can get those registration numbers.
Oh, okay.
But I think we should be able to look most of them up.
Yeah.
We should,
Because
okay.
there's the percentage of the population who are 18 and older. Then there's the percentage of those who voted. Then,
Exactly.
So
yes.
those are the numbers. That's the numbers part.
Numbers matter.
They do.
One vote matters.
Yes, it does. Yes,
That's
it does.
what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the student from Powerline, or do you want to do that for your takeaway?
Yeah, no, because I've got something else for that. But anyway, so this was very fresh in my mind because we had just been talking about it. And there was a young man who came through the office at WNCC at the college where I work. And he's 20-something. I'd say middle to maybe late 20s. Just young. He's on the move. He was letting us know he had found a new job in eastern Nebraska. Very excited about that. So somehow, of course, some kind of politics came up. And my other two office mates they know me well enough by now. Don't bring that stuff up.
Don't talk politics, because Sue will tell you how it is.
I will go off. And so he, just in talking, he said something about voting, and he said, I don't really care. And my office mates looked at me, and their eyes got wide with that, oh no, here we go. So anyway, I tried to tell him, you need to vote. And it's not only for yourself that you're voting. It's your family, it's your friends, it's your future, it's people you don't even know about.
Yes.
You need to vote because it's your right, and you need to stand up and be heard. Let your vote be counted. Yeah. Don't let it go by you and then stand back and go, oh, shoot.
Exactly.
I wish I would have voted on that.
And I think in the next few episodes that we do, that's the one key thing.
Yeah.
We got to talk about, convince people to register and to vote.
And to vote.
It's that important.
Yes,
it is so important.
Yes, it is. Oh, you know what? Because I don't know if I wrote this down anywhere. I think I did. And it's probably coming up at the end. You probably already, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, we are sending out.
Okay, those are really hard to edit. I just want you to know, because it comes across really strange.
Oh, I bet.
So I may leave it in there, but go ahead.
Yeah, here goes my brain again.
Yeah.
Oh, That's what I was going to talk about.
Oh, is that what you were? Okay.
Yeah. She's got it written on the whiteboard here. And it's a challenge to our listeners. At different times, we've asked people to write in or send us a message answering a certain question. And the one we want to ask is, what has been the most significant election you have participated in so far?
Exactly.
Maybe it was your first one, because that's a big one.
Important, yeah.
Maybe there were a lot of issues that you were really concerned about. Maybe it was the candidates. And we're talking mostly, I think, about federal elections.
It could be anything, though.
Oh, sure, it could be local.
There's one where the vote difference, and after the recount locally, I'm going to have to look this up.
Yeah.
There were 3 votes.
Oh, my.
And I can remember someone, and we talked, and she had not voted. And I said, do you realize you're one of those 3? You could have made that difference right there. Yeah, anything. Any election, what was most significant?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're going to mention it a few times, and we're going to read those as we go along with things, even if we're done with our voting episodes. We're still going to mention them. So we want you to send those in to us.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
They can trickle in, but we would like to know.
Okay, I want to tell you, I had one other thing for unfinished business. So I'm the one that edits. I edited the one of your kids still don't want this stuff or crap. I am sorry, everyone. I say the word stuff so many times that I'm not sure. After a while, I wasn't even sure what stuff I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm talking, as far as that episode, the stuff that sits in the storage room that you no longer need. Stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Now I'm ready.
Yeah, maybe we need a thesaurus around here so we can look up.
We got to have better words, yeah.
Well, we want to say shit, but we
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, and it stays in there, I think. I don't know. But anyway.
That one might stay.
Okay, so where we want to go from here is, how did we get here as far as voting? And I think Shan and I both have these little pocket-sized
We do.
constitutions, and we encourage you to get those.
Yeah.
If you're having a question about what is going on and what really is legal, what is according to the Constitution, these little books help a lot.
Yes, yes.
So I had, and I didn't write down all that information, but as far as how we got the right to vote, and it started out with any man who owned property, and then was it women after that? Or was it blacks after that?
Do we want to look that up? Or
Yeah.
you do have that, Sue. It
Yeah?
is on one of these sheets.
Oh, okay.
And because it was the when they ratified and added
Oh.
amendments. Is that correct? Is that what that
yeah.
was?
Yeah. So which one was it? There. And not there. And keep looking it up.
You keep looking
here.
because
Okay, here we go.
oh good. I'm sending my husband a text.
Oh, no.
Will you bring me a beer?
Go ahead and do that.
I
did. Okay, another one of your rights as a of age person. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, let's see. Blah blah blah. I didn't put the years, but our rights to vote come through in the Bill of Rights. There's the
Okay.
Constitution that just lays everything out. But our founding fathers were wise enough to know that future generations were going to want to make changes. And that's why they added the Bill of Rights.
Okay.
So if I remember from my teaching days, part of the articles, part of the Constitution has to do with the rights of the federal government. Part of it is the state government. Bill of Rights are the rights of the people.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah,
I think
keep
that's-
going. I love it.
Okay. So anyway, I don't have the exact dates on these, but the Bill of Rights was number 14 was passed first, and then number 15 was black suffrage,
Okay.
and number 19 was women's suffrage.
Okay.
Number 26 was 18-year-olds.
Oh, because it was like 21, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I
Before
think
that?
so.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first year I got to vote, I had just turned 18.
Yes.
And because there's another part in there that I didn't write down, and if it was like Native Americans, because I can't think where they were included in there.
Really? They weren't?
Yeah.
Oh, my land.
So that's
What
okay.
the hell, everybody?
I know.
Everyone should vote. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Do. Yeah, and everybody does have the right to vote
Now,
now.
yes.
Now we do.
Okay.
So that's where our rights first came from. That's where it first started. And then this was one of my rabbit holes. I had read just the thing that the United States is called a representative democracy.
Right.
And just like it sounds, we elect representatives to make political decisions on our behalf rather than voting on every law directly.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. If you're in like a smaller community, city, whatever, there are certain laws that you vote on directly.
Right.
It's just they come up on a ballot. What are those called when schools want money for
Levy.
a levy? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the types of things that every registered voter in that area gets to vote on.
Okay.
But a representative democracy is all those other laws out there. If we had to vote on every single
True.
law,
We wouldn't get anything
no,
done. Nobody
we
would.
Yeah. So basically, that's what a representative democracy
We
is.
elect a representative to do
Yes.
the work for us.
Yes.
Okay.
And to represent us, our wants, our needs, our interests, and that's where we're having trouble with things right now.
Thank you.
Okay, there's Tim. No, Shan had to announce that she had just texted you to bring her a beer, so we've got to let people know that
Thank
you
you.
did. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Tim.
Okay, I can keep going.
Okay.
I have a beer.
All right. I found this on, it's called ThoughtCo, THOUGHTCO.com. And it's called Understanding Types of Government. And it listed then some pros and cons, because we all want to know what's good and what's bad.
And actually, that's important.
It is.
Because
it is.
I know that we're going to give a lot of information.
Yes.
But it's also good to know what other countries do.
Yes.
So we know, does it work, does it not work? It's important to know everything.
I think so too. So the first pro is that it is efficient. One elected official represents wishes of many. So it saves a lot of time and money. This is where right now people are saying, call your Congress people.
Yes, write to them.
Whatever. Let your wishes be known. Okay. Second good thing about it, it's empowering. If elected representatives fail to meet expectations of their constituents, we can replace them.
Yes.
Which is what will be happening. I don't even say what we hope will be happening. It will be happening. And it's happening now.
It's happening now. And when the young man said, oh, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
And especially right now.
Exactly.
Anytime it doesn't matter, but vote.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's the whole trickle down. It matters on a federal level, on a state level, on a county,
city. Yeah.
All of it. It all affects us. Okay. And then the third pro is it encourages participation. When people are confident that they have a say, they're more likely to remain aware of issues affecting their country.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that's really happening now.
Because, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just going to throw this out there. Right now, it feels like I don't have a say. My representatives are not representing me nor my state. And so I have gotten more involved. I have read so much more. That's why we're doing these episodes on voting.
Yeah.
So that others will know how important it is. Wow.
Yeah. And I've talked about it before that I was never this involved in anything political.
Right. I've been involved as far as really knowing people and knowing the issues, but not to the degree I am now.
Oh, I know it.
Amen.
I know. And just to go back and read these things that, and we all learn this stuff in high schools.
Okay,
it's
wait a minute.
Just that
so we're told this stuff in high school.
We all taught this stuff in high school.
And we have, you and I, both being in education, know that until it affects you, you don't really learn. Then you go, oh, yeah, I remember Mr. Baker saying, da-da-da.
Yeah.
I remember, them saying, and now it makes sense.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, and then it continued on the next page.
Next page.
So it makes you more aware. And it also makes you vote as a way of making your opinion heard.
Yes.
And again, it doesn't matter if you're one vote. Your opinion matters.
It does.
And so get out there and vote. The cons. It's not always reliable. Elected representatives may not always reflect the will of the people. Really?
Though this is a hard thing.
Yeah.
In the fact that you have 100 people, and 60% want the sky to be blue, and 40% want the sky to be gray. We have to realize, and this is another part of politics and another part of everyday life, that, and I want to switch that. I want to say 60% want it gray and 40% want it blue. It's easier to explain. Because just because those people all want it to be gray doesn't mean it's the right thing.
Yes. Oh, so correct. Yes.
Which is then when the Constitution comes into play.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be darned. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tell me, and you've told this story before, I don't think on air, but about I don't know if he was a congressman, and you had gone to one of his meetings and people were talking about taxing. And they wanted this tax cut and that tax cut. And he said,
You can't cut all the taxes or you will not have schools and streets and police departments and everything that you need.
Yeah.
Those taxes, you have to realize, pay for those things that make a community thrive. Is that?
And yeah, that's where I was going with that. Was, even though we don't like things, some of it has to happen in order for us to continue as a population.
And right now where we're at too, my home budget, yes, I would like to cut something. However, I got to replace it with something else. So same with taxes. We're using all that money right now. To cut taxes means we have to come from someplace else with the money to filter in so it pays for it, one way or the other.
It's going to be there.
It's gonna be interesting.
Elected officials are not bound by law to vote the way those who elected them want.
Which it couldn't. Okay.
Yeah. And we know.
Because every 100 people, you're going to have 100 different opinions. You can't go with all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, the options are to either vote them out or do a recall election. It can become inefficient. It may develop into massive bureaucracies which can become slow to take action, especially on important issues.
Wow. Yeah.
And is that where PACs would come in?
PACs are the
special interest groups.
Special interest groups. Unfortunately, what PACs are doing right now, PACs provide money for a campaign.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe they had a purpose at one time.
Yeah.
However, now you have PAC money. Senator Wickersham, who I worked for, he didn't ever want to take PAC money because it meant that he needed to...
He was beholden.
Yes, and so he didn't want to take PAC money.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure PAC money, I maybe would like to see us get rid of PAC money.
I know.
See, then we go, okay, go ahead.
I know. Yep, there's one of those rabbit holes.
Rabbit holes.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a good one. It can invite corruption.
There you go.
Really? Representatives can misrepresent their actual stand on issues or policy goals to achieve political power.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened. They made, certain people in particular, made all these promises, and a lot of people believed them. And did they intend to keep those promises? Maybe some. But in this case, with this administration,
no,
they never did. They have their own agenda.
Yeah.
They needed to get into a place of power so they could push their agenda and screw the rest of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. They may act in the service of personal financial gain rather than for the benefit of their constituents, sometimes to the detriment of their constituents. And I think all of these pros and cons we can see happening right now.
And maybe always we can.
Yes.
To me right now it feels like they're more taking over our lives kind of thing.
Yes.
Otherwise it was a small issue. Okay.
Yeah, little things here and there.
Exactly.
But it's like everything. Okay, and this was just a quote that kind of summarized this article. A representative democracy should truly result in a government created by the people for the people. However, its success depends on the people's freedom to express their wishes to their representatives and the willingness of those representatives to act accordingly. We've got to be able to say bad things about the government, to complain.
Yeah. But even then to constructively say, this does not work for my community, this does not work for my state, and here's why. And they need to listen to that. And I've talked to you before, and this is a long time ago because I'm old and there's a lot of time before me. But University of Nebraska Lincoln had a coffee time, I think is what it was. And it was just, they would bring speakers in. It was open to the students and to the faculty to listen to these speakers. And because I was a proctor for their online classes, I always got all the information. So anyway, it was talking Nebraska here. Bob Kerrey and Ben Nelson, both were governors, and then both went into Congress at some point. And the two of them were talking. And Ben Nelson talked about, he's fresh into the Congress, he's a newbie, and he gets a phone call from Representative Kerrey, Bob Kerrey's office, saying, he would like you to come over Monday, whatever, at 8 in the morning to talk with him. And Ben Nelson's telling the story that he said, I really thought it was some kind of a prank, a freshman prank. He said, I get there and there's all of the House and the Senate for Nebraska.
Huh?
They're all sitting in Bob's office. And first thing out of Bob's mouth is, what do we need to watch for and do for the state of Nebraska this year?
Everybody.
All together. They sat down. They discussed it.
Yes.
There were some issues. And I know it gets very deep and there's many layers in politics and everything else. So it was like, oh, this bill is sitting over here, but it would really help Nebraska farmers. How are we going to get it passed?
Oh, my God.
That's what they did.
And that's what it should be.
It should be. And if you don't know, so Kerry is a Democrat and Nelson was a Republican.
Yeah.
But it was all the people that represented Nebraska sitting down and discussing what do we need to do to make it work for Nebraska.
For Nebraska. Yep. And I think every state believes they're a pretty diverse state. And we're definitely agricultural in the West, and they're very urban in the East.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of different needs with it.
Isn't that just kind of sum it up? Okay, we got.
Yeah, but let's. There's
I love it.
There's a wish.
Wish list.
A wish list. If people say this is the way it's always been. No, it hasn't. Here's a story about how it used to be. Yes, and
I know I'm throwing too much out. We haven't even gotten to the main part, but we've kind of worked with younger people to say it wasn't always this way.
Yes.
It used to be, I think, I believe, and I'm not trying to do the my generation, your generation. Right. I do want younger generations to realize it used to be you were Republican or Democrat or whatever. Independents weren't as big, but you could sit down and discuss things.
Oh, yes.
And I always give the thing of Tim's dad and his best friend, Jack Britton. Max was very far right Republican.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? I'm going to take that back. He was a Republican.
Oh, yes.
Far right was not a term.
That's right.
He was a Republican. Jack was a Democrat. I think Jack was even the head of the Democratic Party for quite some time. But the two could come together. They were best friends, and they could talk things out. And one of them might leave going, oh, Jack's right. We do need that law in Nebraska. Yeah. And the division is so horrific right now.
Yes.
And we have to start making that bridge and talking.
Talking about that, it reminds me of this group that Leslie's told us about. It's called Braver Angels.
I'm proud of her. I don't know if I could do it right now.
Braver Angels. And the whole idea is that this organization connects you with people who are very different thinking than you. And the whole idea is to get together and talk with them, not debate, not rant and rave. This is the way I believe in how it affects me and those I love.
Yes.
And the other person can give the same thing. Yes. And so you can come together and talk about those things and try to heal this division that we've got going right now.
Hard to do, but so necessary.
And I haven't gotten on to join them or anything, but I've got to learn how to control my temper.
But I think
I don't know that it's temper.
It isn't temper. I think that, and we're both going to say it several times. We have got to talk with all people about
not at.
About the importance of voting.
Oh, yes.
It is so important. And you and I've talked before. I don't know about our brother and our younger sister. When I went in to register to vote, my parents took my picture.
Me too.
Yeah.
I still remember.
Yes.
I remember the jacket I had on, and
that's how important voting was to them.
To our parents, yes.
Yes, you're registering to vote. This is so important.
It's like
go to take your picture.
A rite of passage. Yeah.
It's that important, though, that every family should have those pictures on the wall of everybody registering to vote. And I know that at some point, I know that the driver's license are different and provisionals and all that. But at some point, you can then go ahead and mark that you're registered to vote. So they've made it even a little bit easier. Because for us, you had to go up separately to register to vote. So some things are a little bit easier to register to vote.
We're going to be, not this episode, probably next one, we'll talk about the SAVE Act. which is, and that's a lot about getting registered and so forth.
It is.
Yeah, so I'll leave that. Otherwise, I'm
Okay.
going to go off on that.
We better go, yeah.
That little thing. So the next thing we want to talk about is the midterms. They're coming up next. When people say, oh, we've only got 3 more years, I can't do another 3 years of this. I don't think I can.
Midterms are so important.
So yes. So I think Shan has quite a bit of the
I do have
research
quite a bit on
that.
midterms.
So she can
Here's
talk
the
and
other
I can
thing.
drink.
Yeah, you drink.
Tim, I need more wine.
Yeah, I can text him. Let me know. I think one of the things with all of this that you and I've decided to do a few episodes on voting, the importance, is that it's reminding me. So when I go to research something, it's, oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, that's how that works. So
Yeah.
anyway, midterms really is in the middle of primaries or presidential elections. Presidents every 4 years. In the middle is the midterms. And when that happens at the midterms, 1/3 of the Senate is up for election.
100 members in the Senate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Every seat in the House of Representatives is up for election.
Yes.
How many?
Oh, 100. No, how many? How many? What was the? Is it
House.
half?
House. How many in the House?
House, like 436?
Oh, so good, but
Really?
435.
Okay. Hey, look at me.
But what the hell? Let's throw another one in there
Okay.
for Nebraska. Why not? Because the House is by population.
Yes.
So approximately every 710,000 people, you get a representative. I remember a story about Wyoming at one point didn't even have that many people.
Oh.
So they weren't even going to get a representative.
Oh, no.
So it's a long time ago, folks. And they started counting people that were coming off the trains. So they'd have enough. So anyway, 710. So in Nebraska, we have 3. Look at the map sometime if you're outside of Nebraska. This is a sad thing. You have kind of 1 for Omaha, 1 for Lincoln, and the entire rest of the state
Yes.
is the 3rd. It's a big state.
It is. It
Whew.
is.
So
yeah.
anyway, so 1/3. Representatives are all for 2-year terms. The Senate is a 4-year term. Oh, excuse me. No. Senate is
Isn't it 2?
no, it's 6.
Oh, okay. So President's 4, Senate is 6.
6.
House of Representatives is
2.
2. Okay.
So with the Senate, it's a 6-year term. Every state has 2 senators.
Yes. No, regardless of,
Population
Yeah.
or size or anything else, you have 2 senators.
yeah.
They really knew what they were doing, didn't they?
And
I don't know how they knew
I
it.
remember teaching the Constitution, and that was a huge debate. It took them a long time because at that time, too, they were dealing with slavery. And was it called the 2/3? Like every 2 out of 3 slaves counted as one person. I can't remember.
Yes, it was
Do
a
you
weird.
remember
Yes,
that?
yes.
Yeah. So it was huge between, the southern states and the northern states. And how do you count your population and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, read up on that. It's very interesting.
It is interesting.
How they came
So,
to all of these.
U.S. Senate, 6 years. So you must be at least 30 years of age, a U.S. citizen for 9 years, and you must live in the state that you're going to represent.
Yes.
And, of course, there's 100 senators, 2 from each state. The representatives, we have 3 because of our population. I don't know why this is, but you must be at least 25 years of age,
Uh-huh.
have been a citizen for at least 7 years, and live in the state that you're going to represent.
Right.
Are they less important?
Were you talking about the House?
Yeah.
Being younger and so
Yeah.
forth? And I think at that time they thought that a senator was more important because
Okay.
they serve for 6 years. No,
Sure,
not
they have
2.
more pull, so to speak.
Yeah, more power in the long run.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the reason, but that would be my guess.
Yeah. So midterms is when we elect our House of Representatives, and there will be I believe there's 1 senator at that time.
Okay.
Is that, so like we have 1 senator that will come up for election
Oh, I see.
at the midterm for the
Okay.
state of Nebraska. I
Okay.
think everyone does.
So half of the Senate comes up for re-election at that time. Would that
I
be
believe it's
right?
1/3. 1/3 of the Senate
Okay.
and every seat in the House
Okay.
come up for re-election.
Huh. So
So it's
33
there's
to
a
Yeah.
so there's a you got to think about any board that you've ever served on.
Yes.
At church, we have a 3-2-3, meaning 3s are there for 4 years, 2s are there for
Oh my golly.
3 years, so that you're not. The bottom line
It's
is that you're
staggers.
not
Yeah.
having too many newbies at one time. Okay, midterms, and then of course you have your primary. That is every 4 years that you have. What else do I want to talk about? I have to tell you that as I'm researching this, my stupidity is going to come out, I know. I didn't realize how important the midterms are.
Yes. I
I've
didn't
probably
until
been
this
told.
year.
Yeah, I've probably been told at different times.
Yeah.
However, for the most part, I didn't know how important midterms were.
Yeah, the
And they
control
are-
of the House and Senate.
Control of the House and possibly the
Yeah.
control of the Senate, depending on your state. That's huge.
And that's, yeah, right now it is.
Yeah.
Before, yes, they talk about a certain president having to work with a Republican Congress. And it was like, okay, but it is so important right now because of the division our nation is
Yes.
in and the extremes that the parties have gone to. So, yeah, they are
Exactly.
very important. I think I'd just add to that this year, midterms are on November 3rd.
Okay,
It's on a Tuesday.
of course.
2026, yeah. Let's see. Let's go right into.
Now, wait, just one sec.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Are we going to go into independent?
Yes,
So,
yes.
interestingly enough, we were at a Drinks with Dems
Oh, was that last night?
last night.
Oh, fun.
So, around here, you got to travel. So, anyway, it's about 50 miles away. So, we went up there and had drinks with Dems. Interestingly enough, if you're a party rep, you can get all the numbers of who's Republican, who's Democrat, who's independent in your district, and like percentage that voted. You can get their addresses. Not sure what else. But when we were talking about it, so just take in your mind, put this community of about 6,000 people in your brain, and they talked about, ready for this? Highest number of registered voters were Republican.
Okay.
Not
big
uncommon for here.
surprise, Yeah.
The next one, independents.
Oh.
Independents is the second largest number of voters, registered voters
In this 6,000.
in that
Yeah.
town.
Wow.
And then the next one is Democrats,
Okay. Okay.
which is wow.
It is.
And we have a few that are running on independent ticket, and they're talking about, and I really agree with this, because we've reached this extremes
Yes.
right, extremes left. They're in the middle. And one of them had talked about, I am for this and for that. And that's mostly Republicans that are saying it. But I am also for this, and that's
True.
Democrats. So that's why I am running on an independent ticket.
Uh-huh.
So in Nebraska, every state's different, but you can register as an independent. And just not terribly long ago, it used to be when you went to vote, you had a Democratic ballot, a Republican ballot, and independent. For the state of Nebraska, that would be your Board of Regents, which has to do with your university system,
Sure.
and legislature, because we are one of two states that have a unicameral.
Unicameral, one house.
That's
Yeah.
all you got to vote for.
Oh.
Tim and I often stay Republican because in the primary, there's so many Republicans that a race can be decided by the primaries.
Oh.
You have nobody running Democrat, but you have 3 running Republican.
Yeah.
So it's important to me to decide.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can go either way. But in the state of Nebraska now,
Uh-huh.
when you go to vote, you will tell them that they know that you're
Yeah.
nonpartisan, you're an independent.
Okay.
And you then receive the nonpartisan ballot, which that is Board of Regents in the legislature.
Okay.
Then you get to tell them, do you want to vote Republican or Democrat? And you get that primary ballot.
Okay.
So this has changed not terribly long ago, where all of a sudden independent is sounding like a smart way to go.
That really opened it up.
It did. So they will give
Oh.
you then your nonpartisan, and then they'll give you Democrat or Republican
Right.
primary ballot.
Yeah.
Which, to me, it's huge.
Does that happen then in the general election too then?
General election doesn't matter. We all get the same ballot.
Oh, sure, sure. Okay.
So it doesn't matter what your affiliation is. You'll get the same ballot.
Okay. So if you're registered independent, be sure and ask for the other ballot too.
So
Right?
there's that rabbit hole, though. It used to be Democrat, Republican. That was your only choice. Now we've added one. Yeah, so that's what they get to vote for. State of Nebraska, not going to go into this one. Look it up. But there is also ready for this? This is a way you can vote. Legal marijuana now.
Oh,
is
okay. That's
political,
a new party.
Yes, it's a new party.
Yeah. There are a lot of other parties. There's the Green Party. There's I can't remember what else. Yeah, there's a lot of different
and
ones.
so that's why, not telling anybody to do anything, but independent's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
There's my nonpartisan.
Okay. Very interesting, because that is happening in
More and
Nebraska.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good candidate running independent, and
There's actually two now, and I'll tell you about that one later. And I think, too, the important thing is to realize that because we've gone so far right and so far left with thoughts and laws and everything else, that to go independent is more of the middle. That's all I had for that one.
And you know what? I think this is a good place to cut this one.
It is.
I'm thinking 3 episodes. Because we've got a lot. We didn't even finish everything that we had planned for today.
Bottom line is we're going to keep doing this because we feel so strongly about people voting, registering to vote. Make sure you vote. We're just going to keep going.
Okay.
We know you can look it up yourself, but you'd rather listen to us.
Well, I know. Yeah, because every state is different.
It is. Yeah.
And we are actually international. Because we have listeners in Las Vegas, in Minnesota, in...
But when you said international, we have Australia.
We do.
Canada.
Okay. All right, then.
We have so much to say.
Good. Yes. Whew. Okay, here are... Now, my one takeaway is just educate yourself. We talked about... We're wondering if we can legally post Schoolhouse Rock videos to our website.
No, we can't.
We can't.
So we're going to go to YouTube. I was looking those up again. There were 3 seasons. People our age, do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Look for your favorite because there are 3 seasons, 11 episodes per season, 33 to choose from.
Oh.
3 is a magic number, is my favorite.
Really?
You want to know, send me an email. I'll tell you why.
I like conjunction.
So you're more in the English part.
Right.
For this purpose, for voting and what we're all about in our democracy, I'm just a bill.
Yes, I love that one.
A lot of people are doing that in their
I
head,
can see
right?
that picture.
Sitting on Capitol Hill. The preamble. And
We
then
the
one.
people.
Go ahead. I love it.
Oh, that's all I...
Oh, okay. So I forgot about this one. No more kings.
Oh.
Suffering till suffrage.
Okay.
That's hard to say.
Yeah, that is.
Even with Tim not bringing me a beer. The Great American Melting Pot.
I remember that one too.
The shot heard around the world that had to do with Paul Revere. Oh, I'm going to send your vote to college. I got to watch this one. We're going to be talking about
I bet Electoral College.
Yes, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, my golly.
And then another one that was political, Tyrannosaurus debt.
Oh, about the nation's debt. Oh, my God. Look how far ahead these people were in their thinking.
Yeah.
That had to
and
be
how far we've been messing with this.
I know. An ongoing thing.
Yeah.
And, definitely Schoolhouse Rock. But you can just Google. When I was writing the curriculum for the GED social studies program, I wanted to put videos in there, and I would just go to YouTube.
Yes.
They have some excellent tutorials. And if you're more of a visual kind of person, instead of just people sitting and telling you these things, go to them. Most of them are meant for probably high school, junior high school. If you're really confused and that's the level you're understanding, go for it.
Why is there graphic novels? Because people who grew up on comic books, that's how they like to learn, so there's graphic novels.
Right.
When you think about animated TV shows, Simpsons, there's a bunch.
Oh, Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
That's because that group of people liked learning that way.
That's right.
So Schoolhouse Rock, it's music and graphics and catchy lyrics.
Yeah, because even after all these years, like I said, I can still sing quite a few of them.
Do I get my takeaway?
Yeah, and then I have an interesting info. Go ahead.
Do my takeaway?
Yeah, do your takeaway.
Damn, this is a lot of editing. Okay. I think you mentioned it with the student from the power line. We all need to talk about the importance of voting to everyone.
Yes.
It's so important.
Definitely.
That's my takeaway.
Yep. And mine was just, and again, I came across it somewhere, and it was before the State of the Union address.
Okay.
And there was a movie. No, it was a TV show. The Designated Survivor. Do you remember this?
Ooh, I don't think I do.
Yeah, but it really is a thing. And I knew it was a thing. I think a long time ago we talked about the order of succession.
Okay.
What happens if the president dies? And
Yes,
that.
gotcha.
So that's what.
Oh, yeah.
So the designated survivor, one member of the president's cabinet, is not in attendance for the State of the Union speech. They are in line in the presidential line of succession. They're kept in a secure, undisclosed location so that the full government would not be wiped out if a catastrophic event were to occur. It's not in the Constitution, but the practice is believed to have started during the Cold War when there was a concern for a nuclear strike. And
Look up 9/11.
Oh, yeah?
Do you realize there was the president or the vice president was in the air the entire time? They put, I don't remember which one, put him in. He was in air until things calmed down. He could land.
Yeah. And I remember watching the first few episodes of this TV show.
That wasn't Kiefer Sutherland.
It was. Oh. September 16th to 2019, and it was just called Designated Survivor. And it really gave you a good idea of the order of succession.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, some kind of bomb, some kind of catastrophe wiped out the entire government. Yeah. And this guy was like Secretary of the Interior. And
it kept filtering down to him.
Yeah.
Oh, my land.
And boom, he's the president of the United States. So
vote. It's that important.
Vote. It's very important. Okay, that was all my extra stuff.
So we want to hear from you. We want to know,
please.
What has been the most significant election you have participated in so far? So email that to us, unavoidableaging@gmail.com. unavoidableaging@gmail.com. We brought this up a week ago or something. We all went out to eat. It was interesting to say that to the group at our table because everybody immediately quieted and thought about it. So,
good.
What has been the most significant election you have participated in so far?
Yeah.
Send that to us, unavoidableaging@gmail.com. You can listen to us just about anywhere we upload to Podbean. However, you can go on to your favorite podcast apps and just type in Unavoidable Adventures in Aging, and we will come up. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, share, and most importantly right now, talk to others about voting.
And yet when you are telling your friends about it, and we found this out, that a lot of people don't know how to access a podcast.
Yeah.
Teach them. Okay, enjoy your life. Laugh at yourself. Vote. Embrace the power of your aging, and always remember, you're not knucking futz. You're just aging. Oh, Shan,
we always finish. Everybody probably wonders.
Yeah.
Shan said, whatever, you don't quit telling everybody what you're having for supper. Sorry, but we're just having pizza because I didn't have time today. So,
okay.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right, goodbye.